We have breaking news, everybody, coming from the Houston Texans in terms of their latest offensive coordinator search. There is no more search. The breaking news is here. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of TheLead Houston, where it's all Houston all the time. You won't find anybody with more passion speaking about your favorite Houston sports teams than this guy right here. Astros, Rockets, Texans. I try to do it all. So go down in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know, how are you feeling about the latest news surrounding the breaking news of the Houston Texans coming in now from everybody? Rap Sheet, Tom Pelissero had it first. The Houston Texans OC search is over. They have officially hired Nick Caley, the Rams tight ends coach. Nick Caley is officially the offensive coordinator of the Houston Texans. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Caley. We were expecting a round of interviews coming soon from the Houston Texans because, according to Aaron Wilson, external candidates have not yet interviewed in-house. They were only Zoom calls and, meetings and whatever. But put that all aside. DeMeco Ryans, the guy that led this search from the beginning, has hired Nick Caley to be the offensive coordinator. As we know, Nick Caley has a deep connection with Nick Caserio, and we know Caserio was a John Carroll graduate. Nick Caley, a John Carroll graduate as well. What you need to know from Nick Caley offensively: this is a guy that has worked with the New England Patriots, but there's not a lot there. Let's be honest. When it comes to their offensive schemes and everything, not a bunch. We do know that the Patriots had Josh McDaniels around that time. So Ben McDaniels, who's been here with the Houston Texans, obviously there's another connection there. The brother of Josh McDaniels. Nick Caley, though, was supposed to get promoted the offensive coordinator for the New England Patriots. Didn't happen because Belichick decided, I'm going to be a dumbass and pick my defensive coordinator to be the offensive coordinator. And that, I would assume, has pissed off Nick Caley. Ended up leaving to go to the Los Angeles Rams, where he has worked with Sean McVay for 2 years. He could have left last year to be the OC for the Patriots when Jared Mayo was named the head coach. Doesn't decide to do that, stays with the LA Rams, so has about 2 to 3 years working with Sean McVay. And if anything is going to excite you fans, offensively, Sean McVay, offensive guys, that is the new way of the NFL. That is what's been working. That has been the bread and butter for successful offenses in the NFL. Nick Caley is the official hire. You're looking at a guy that, again, I mentioned this before, but CJ Stroud has been very, very aware of how great Matthew Stafford is, because he talks about him to ad nauseum. We heard it on the Gilly podcast where he was talking about if Matthew Stafford had switched places with Aaron Rodgers, he might have another Super Bowl or two over Aaron Rodgers. Loves Matthew Stafford's game. Really talked high about that LA Rams offense and Sean McVay in the preseason when we were there in training camp. Him and McVay were very, very chatty. So now you fast forward to today. DeMeco Ryans has an opportunity to hire a guy that he worked against in the San Francisco 49ers. It has now happened. Nick Caley, the offensive coordinator for your Houston Texans. Again, expect some really good offensive concepts. Again, though, we got to look at the other side of the coin. This is a guy that does not have any play call experience. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, I always thought that, to me, after Chip Kelly was going to be gone, I had a video set up to do right now to already be published, but breaking news happens and we got to delete the video because Nick Caley is the top option and he is the option for the Houston Texans. So this is all going to fall on DeMeco's shoulders at the end of the day. This is the guy that led this search. This is the guy he is selecting to be offensive coordinator. This has to be the move to get the Texans in the right direction. That has to be the guy. Now with Nick Caley, I would expect Cole Popovich to be your promoted as offensive lines coach. I know that a lot of fans disagree with that, but he was the assistant. I thought he got fired. Apparently he wasn't. His contract expired. he has a connection to Nick Caley, considering the New England Patriots days. I don't know if Cole Popovich is good or bad. I know a lot of people just circle him as the bad guy that was with Chris Strausser and everything, but reminder, he was an assistant offensive line coach. An assistant doesn't have near the same responsibility as the primary positional coach. That's the only positive I can spin from this. But Nick Caley possibly going to bring Cole Popovich with him. Now we got to see who else offensively is going to join this guy. Does Gerard Johnson still stay on staff? There's a lot of questions looming, but the Houston Texans and CJ Stroud and DeMeco Ryans have made a choice. Nick Caley is your next offensive coordinator. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.